In case you missed it, here are my 2026 NBA Eastern Conference standing predictions. At 1, I've still got the Cleveland Cavaliers. I am a little bit worried about Lonzo Ball as a backup throughout the full season, but I haven't seen enough here to make me think they can't just do a lot of what they did last season. At 2, give me New York. I think they addressed some of what they needed to over summer. They very obviously needed a new coach. They possibly added some more scoring on the bench, though Brogdon retired after it looked like he was going to be a backup guard for them, and I was kind of high on that. Still, they would have been second last year if not for the Celtics, and I don't think the Celtics are placing that high this year. At number 3, give me the Orlando Magic. I love what they did in adding Desmond Bane. It fits right with the shooting they needed, and it added some of the defense they may have lost. With him as another offensive option and spacer for Paolo and Franz, I think in this East, if they're healthy, they can definitely get to third. They would have been higher last year if half the team wasn't out more than half the season. At the 4th spot, Atlanta. Love the young talent here. Defensively, a lot of it definitely helps Trey. And then if signing Kristaps Porzingis pays off in any way, that could be pretty big. Though even if he misses an expected amount of games, I'm still pretty high on this roster. With 2 spots left until the play-in, at 5, I'm going Detroit. A lot of people forgot, even with how good they were last year, how surprisingly good they were, they didn't even have Jaden Ivey for most of it. This potentially adds another floor spacer. Having shooting around Cade is kind of what unlocked things last year, and they replaced the shooting they lost over summer. Then the final guaranteed Eastern Conference spot, oh man, I'm gonna go Milwaukee. This is not a great team on paper, but if you look how the pieces fit around Giannis, I think there's enough here that in the Eastern Conference, they will probably win enough games to qualify. That being said, they have no margin for error. Like, none of these guys can get injured, so that's kind of why I have them way back here. Yeah, we've seen teams with one great player who had pieces fit around him before do well in the regular season. I think we can kind of see that here with Milwaukee. Then that leaves a lot of teams competing for the final 2 spots. Toronto, Indy, Boston, and Philly are teams that I think all could make the playoffs, but being that this is the play-in, you have to compete for it. I believe whether it's injuries or fit, all of them have enough questions to where I wouldn't guarantee them a spot this season over any of the teams I listed. That being said, injuries are a wild card in the NBA these days, so this could be irrelevant in 2 weeks.